Hey guys, welcome back. I just did all the talking with Jaren and whatnot, so we have to go into the harem, then the palace cellar, and then down into the arcane sanctuary. The first few levels going down here is pretty straightforward. Essentially, you just try and stick to your one side and go all the way down. I don't think there's any gear updates, but there is my stats. And here's my skills for anyone that's curious. I'm sure I will probably do a more official look over before I go and fight Duriel. So there's the harem down. Now we're in the cellar. You can find a waypoint here. Oh, did I not get the Lost City waypoint? You know what? That's gonna bug me. Let's run back for the sake of it. Totally unnecessary? Yep. But I'm doing it anyways. Probably would have been easier to just go through Far Oasis, but whatever. We're unlikely to be revisiting Lost City, but we'll call it extra farming before Duriel, I guess. We also, now would be the time to place your bets to see how many tries it takes me as far as finding the correct path in the Arcane Sanctuary is concerned. It's anywhere from 1 to 4 for those who are unfamiliar. And it's pretty much entirely based on how lucky you feel. As far as I know, there's no real pattern to follow. Just kind of have to hope you get lucky. I believe our paladin found it on the first try. Is that correct? I can't remember. I want to say that's correct though. Which was nice, although the Arcane Sanctuary is a pretty good place to level, as are the tombs for that matter, so I guess whether you find it early or late, you're getting good XP on the way there. And there is the waypoint, so that didn't take very long. Just gonna head over here and head back in. And just need to head down the one side again. So down we go. There's mages of various elements and whatnot down here. Just gonna have to deal with them. There's gonna be more marauders or whatever they're called in this, invaders. Which is also the super unique down here is Fire Eye or whatever his name is. So here we go, the final level. There's going to be a portal in the center that we need to get to. Although usually you can still kind of just go down one side and then see the path. Clear that hole there. Another rune drop, which is always nice. See if I can put something together with that. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any really good claw rune words, because most rune words that are melee focused are, at least the early ones, are like sword, maces, axes, which claws are not. So I can't put together like a steel or something. Not that it would really help me, but still. I'm trying to think of the first ones that would be useful. Something like spirit, but that's like way too high level for what I can probably get in this playthrough. Which is funny because those are considered relatively low rune drops. Same with like I'd say like Ancient's Pledge, Spirit, and Insight would be things I would want to try and put together, or like Stealth, stuff like that. There's a few good, relatively cheap rune words that if I even if I just farmed a bit of Countess, I could probably get eventually. But until I feel a need to, I probably won't farm for it. Well, our stats hit a nice even number there, even though I don't think they're even at all. Well, they might be even, but they're not in intervals of 10 as far as I know. Multiples of 10, whatever you prefer to call it. Oh. Looks like we found Fire Eye. So we can go back to leveling up Sentry there. Again, since this Sentry attack is a synergy bonus with the next skill I plan to level, I don't feel that bad about putting points into it. So no real loss there. And with that cleared, open up the portal here, and here we go.
The sanctuary, Horizon's obsession.
So, time to make a guess. Usually I just pick it based off the layout. Like some have portals, some are very windy and multi-leveled, stuff like that. A lot of mana potions here. Just keep picking all those up. So that seems to be what we run out of first as far as potions are concerned. I should probably at this point actually go 2 and 2 on my belt. Just because it doesn't seem like I'm actually using healing potions very much. So maybe I should try that. I'm still gonna probably keep drinking out of my inventory where possible. Poor Hell Clan who just looked right at it. So we can keep going down the side here. Our trap should mini stun these guys, make them flinch or whatever, so actually fighting in melee isn't as dangerous as you would think.
Not enough mana.
We are just chewing through these mobs, which is very helpful. We are level 19, so I think we're at pretty much near the peak for useful levels in here. Because you usually want to be 20 or so for the tombs. There we go. And we got lucky. Wow. Okay. So, summoner's over there. I think my shadow just teleported in. So I'm gonna throw some traps over there to help her. She died, resummon her. Oh. You do want to be careful because while the summoner is extremely fragile, he does hurt.
Your decoy is dead.
And there we go. The fake summoner, whatever you want to call him, is dead. I did double check after the last playthrough, and I believe it is canon now that that is the wizard from Diablo 1. So as you can see, there's the 7 symbols here, and 6 of them are listed here, so you know that one of them is the real tomb, which would be the triangle, because it's the only one that's missing, as you can see. So that's how to find it if for some reason you don't want to look at your quest log, I guess. So
I feel. Good evening.
there we go. So it's gonna be time to go into the tombs and potentially fight Duriel in the next one. Which, if you recall the last video, or the last time I did this, it's a little nerve-wracking, so I'm gonna double check my gear and make sure everything's ready. Although I'm feeling a bit better about this fight because I have 2 people to take hits for me, and I don't need to melee Duriel to death, so feeling a bit better, but I'm gonna double check my gear anyways because I might as well. And I will see you guys in the next one where I have most of it planned out. Take care.